Hello, my name is Shaniqua McDowell, and today I will be presenting my advocacy action plan for child poverty in Tennessee. In, in Tennessee, 22% of children were found to be living in poverty in the year 2018. Most of these children happen to be the children of color. About 40% of them were Black, 31% were Hispanic, and about 15% were white. But mostly, all the children that are suffering from this issue happen to be children of color. And this really hit home for me because as a child growing up, I also suffer from poverty. So I actually know what it's like and how it can really affect your education. I didn't go to school. I did go to school, but I missed a lot of school because I didn't have things to wear. Sometimes our lights would be off. Just many different circumstances made it so that I wasn't able to go to school, which was really sad. And so when I began to look into this situation and read the statistics, it really hit home for me. That's actually the reason why I chose to cover this issue. I don't want kids to have to miss school because they don't have anything to wear, or just their lights are off, or they don't know how they're going to get to school. They probably don't have any kind of transportation or anything. So, we have to do something about this issue. I don't think kids should automatically be taken from their home and thrown into foster care, because that's what happened to me. And I believe that instead of taking me from my home, they could have came in and helped me, help my mother find a job, or help with transportation or something like that, instead of just immediately separating the family from each other. That's why I feel like it's important that school officials and teachers and like the school should actually try to help the families instead of resorting to calling child protective services, because that's not going to do anything but hurt these children emotionally, because they miss their family. They love their family, and I'm sure their family loves them. They're just not in a good financial situation right now. And as you can see, many children are suffering from this. If you just look back at the pandemic itself, everyone was hurting, and we had people come in and help and actually send money. We were getting the assistance and money and stuff like that. And that's why I'm saying I feel like we must come up with a plan in order to help these children and these families together. This is why I believe that the protective factor of concrete support in time of need would be a great way to address this issue. Basically, you would have teachers come in and respond to the family in crisis and offer ways to connect them with services that can help their families pay their rent or pay their utilities. We must offer different ways for them to get a job. Maybe, taking these parents out on a job fair, helping them create a resume, so that they can have means to be able to provide for their children. By supporting the children and the families with transportation and meals and clothes and even scholarships, this protective factor will actually reduce child neglect, because children are really honestly probably neglected because they don't have food or they don't have money. So if we help with these issues, we're going to help children not suffer, you know? I think that these teachers must be educated in the way they talk. That's why it is very important that these teachers are receiving proper education on these situations. So they are, I guess, so they'll know how to talk, you know, because some people come off rude or, you know, the word I'm looking for, but, you know, rude, and sometimes people don't know how to talk to people, even professionals. So they should be actually trained to know how to talk to these families so that they don't offend them or hurt their feelings, because that's going to lead the parents to not actually want to participate and communicate with these teachers. If they're coming up as if, oh, you know, they're wanting to get my business, they're going to call DCS or Child Protective Services or something like that. So they are not as welcome to talking to you. And that's why we can't just resort to these things, because families are actually scared to talk about their situations when they shouldn't, because everyone comes, you know, comes in a place sometimes where, you know, they don't know where this certain amount of money is going to come from. I believe everyone has felt that before. People don't want to admit it, but they have. So basically, we just need to be able to communicate better with these families. And I think this is going to be a real game changer, because if we can make that connection with these families, it's going to be better off for the child. The child is going to feel it. You know, they're going to feel it. You know, hearing mom or dad talking, actually seeing them talk and communicate with these with the teachers. They're going to feel more comfortable, you know, knowing them on a first name basis. Like, that's going to be really rewarding, because my mom didn't speak to my teacher. She didn't go to any PTA meetings. She strayed away from that. So I know exactly what she felt. You know, it was a bit of shame. And these families shouldn't feel that, because if they feel that way, then the child's feeling that way. And ultimately, it's about the child. We can really use the Bruffenbrenners by I say it terribly. You know what I'm saying. The theory, the Bruffenbrenners theory, to actually pinpoint the root of a child's problem or their behavior. You can see it. You know, when something's going on with the child, it's usually got something to do with the child's microsystem. So we can find out where the behavior or the grades, why they aren't meeting where they should be meeting. We can usually determine that by using the chart, actually. So that is why I'm saying we as teachers and educators must be educated to look for these clues and know these key elements in order to tackle this problem, which is poverty. You know, we're not rich, no, but we have sources that are out there that can help. Some people just might not know them. So it's our job to connect them with these sources that we know of. It's our job to raise these children because they're our future. You know, they're going to be taking care of us one day. So why not make sure they have the best education they can? Thank you.